Cap locks on. Uh-oh. Not now. Oh my word. This is going to be absolutely the most annoying thing ever, isn't it? I don't have any like equipment, guys, so I guess we're here. What's up, Triad? Hey, Droko. I like your idea about snacks and drinks. Droko was going to go live with me, but I'd already planned the live, so it didn't quite work out, guys. It made me sad. What's up, Cam Loves Coasters? How you doing? I'm early tonight. Live from B-Dubs. Trying to make sure I'm looking away from anyone who is not party to the live stream. I've got some employees behind me though. I don't know that that's the worst thing, but I just don't want a whole bunch of unsuspecting people there. 25-hour live stream, nothing else will do. Beach Cliff keeps saying, I need to go 24 hours. Now they've upped it to 25 hours. I don't think I have the ability. The only way I think that could possibly work is if it's like a full day at Cedar Point where we go live. Beach Cliff's hilarious. So I am about to be 3 drinks in. So this promises to be a very fun live stream. 3 wild herds. Well, 2 wild herds in. I had a Jack and Coke earlier tonight. You need to do a meet and greet on the beach with snacks and drinks. See, I do think that sounds kind of cool. So, Droko has discussed a couple of options with me. Oh, by the way, for anyone who is unaware, oh man, I don't like to listen to my voice. Hey, we're now at 9.92 thousand subscribers. Just crossed over that 2 there. It was 9.91 just a minute ago. Excuse me. A little bit spicy. We are about to hit 10,000 subscribers pretty soon. So hitting that 10,000 subscribers mark, we need to do something fun and exciting. Now, we're not there yet. We still have 800. It's possible we won't even hit 10,000 ever. But I have a feeling it's going to happen at some point, probably over the night. So I wanted to come on and talk to you guys about what we should do and what kinds of ideas you guys had about that. Has anything been announced on Coaster Mania? I do not know even a single thing about Coaster Mania. Swag giveaways is what Droko says. Yeah, Triad, I have no idea about Coaster Mania. I have never actually attended Coaster Mania either. Alcohol, don't get drunk. I won't get drunk, no. But, I mean, I'm not going to say I'm not looser. Met you at Cedar Point. Love your videos. My name is Taylor. Hey, Taylor, what's up? Drizzle McDrizz. Cam loves coasters. I may not be working at Kings Island for long because I got a job back home in Indiana, so I'm going to just renew my season pass. Oh, that's cool. Shadow, Taylor's version. Hi, what's up, Shadow? Does anyone know any that has been announced on Coaster Mania and when the tickets will come out for it? That's probably a question for Beach Cliff. Beach Cliff, you guys know if you're there. And Triad, if you haven't gone to follow Beach Cliff, you probably should. They're much stronger on the news side of things. They really keep on top of a lot of that kind of stuff. In comparison to me, I am a little bit more experiential, I guess, in nature. They are too, but it's a little bit different. That's kind of what I love about this coaster community, or this Cedar Point community too. What's up, Mel? Hey, Scott. It's driving me crazy seeing myself move after I move on the other one. So I'm trying to change things a little bit. Trucker hat. Sorry guys, I have no idea what's happening. I'm on Buffalo Wild Wings Wi-Fi, so it shouldn't be going bad, but I'm having Buffalo Wild Wings Wild Herd. That's what this is. Vesica, what's up? Hey, Mel. I saw the description for the other live in 24 hours. Sorry, so high. There's another. I put it for 24 hours from now. Wonderful. That sounds like something I would do. I got my fan for these live streams. You think with TT2 having to pay for lockers, they will put a seasonal locker rental for purchase on website for season pass add-ons? I don't think they will. I think the whole reason why they're doing it is so they can make extra money. So no, anything that's going to save you money, I don't think they'll do. That's my cynical view, but I'm very cynical on this because Cedar Point's very cynical on it. They're like, I mean, it's so transparent that this is just a cash grab. Has nothing to do with making the experience great. Nothing to do with actual safety. So I just ranted yesterday, so I'll try not to rant today. Celebrate with a cocktail and writing Top Thrill 2. I'll be writing Top Thrill 2 in a week. A little bit less than a week at this point. Where are you? I am at B-Dubs. posting away from all the other people. As much as I can. I'm a little bit surprised though. It's Tuesday night. It's the B-Dubs buy one get one half off for traditional wings day. I'm surprised it's not nearly as popular as it is. Like, it's not full at all. It's 7 o'clock. I thought there'd be like a lot of people here, but there really aren't. Looks good, yeah. So actually, I didn't even get the buy one get one. I got the naked strips because I think they're better for my gallbladder. I've been having some gallbladder issues, so I don't deal well with like fried stuff. I mean, I still got fries, but, and I think even these are still, they're naked strips, but I think they're still, I think they're still fried, but I don't know. They're still good. So, hey, we got 27 people in the chat. Press that subscribe or press that like button. Of course, you can press that subscribe button too. All right, let's see here. I stayed at Wyndham to test it out. Crazy, you're at 10,000 almost. Congrats, buddy. Thanks, Case Family Vlogs. Hey, Case Family Vlogs. You've never been in a live stream before. It's awesome to see you guys. I just talked to them about a potential of doing some sort of something fun this summer. So we've got to see if we can make something up. And if you guys haven't gone to check out Case Family Vlogs, please go check them out. Disney is making a new ride. Really? Where? Love to hear more about that. We're doing a Hangout meet and greet this season coming up. The plan is, yes, to do some sort of Hangout meet and greet. I just love to see you guys. So whether that Hangout meet and greet is a like, we're going to hang out at Cedar Point, or it's some sort of live stream or something, I'd like to do it one way or another. I think I'd like to do an actual physical hangout, but we'll have to see what we do. It's a replacement for Splash Mountain or something. Are you talking about Tiana's Bayou Adventure? 'Cause that's been around for a long time, and I think they're doing that on both coasts. Hang out virtually. Beachcliff is the most antisocial people. What's up, Riri? How you doing? Hello, everyone. Just got done recording a TT2 in 4 video on the policies. Not very interesting, but I don't know. I really don't know. I think that's it. It will be my first coaster vid. Hey, that's awesome. I'd like to see that. I'll definitely watch that. Flint, Michigan Gaming. I told you a few weeks ago, and now I'll tell you again, congrats on 10,000 subs. Thanks, Flint, Michigan Gaming. Shadow, have you ever had the old-fashioned pictures at Cedar Point? I have not. That's something I'd really love to do, but yeah, I've never done that before. It's a replacement for Splash Mountain or something. Okay, yeah, we already said that. Yoko, you guys going live tomorrow? I don't know. Is Droko going live even tonight? They might be going live. Who knows? Natmaster, congrats on 10,000. That's huge. Love the jacket. Thanks. I realized I have my shirt for my elementary school on underneath this, so I didn't really want to wear the jacket. But I was like, I can't go live advertising what school I work at. So I just don't want anybody ever to show up there or to, any kind of compromise at all with them. So So I was like, okay, I got to find a jacket to cover up. Hey, Trent, I'm okay. Just woke up, need coffee. Coffee's a necessity. I've said that a couple times today. Drizzle McDrizz would be awesome to be able to experience a ride with you. Hey, and that's something that I think would be fun. This time, if we do some sort of a meet and greet, which I'm not trying to like say that that's what we have to do. That's where my head goes, but that's why I want to talk to you guys. Would you guys rather do a meet and greet? Would you rather do a live stream? Would you rather do I don't know, some sort of a weird challenge? Would you rather, what would you rather I do? I want to know what you guys would like to see, because I want to provide that for you guys. If you guys want to do a meet and greet, then I want to do that. We're already doing a meet and greet for the 5,000 subscriber giveaway, or for the 5,000 subscribers. That's another thing though. For 10,000 subscribers, we could do a giveaway. We could do a couple different things that we could do with it. So, walk 10,000 steps backwards at CP for 10,000. A Not Your Normal Guy Millennium Force Takeover. Hey, that could be kind of fun. One way or another, if we do a meet and greet, which Yoko and Drew are looking at potentially planning it. I honestly think it has to do more with Yoko than with Drew. Drew, speak up if I'm wrong about that. Jerry's a patron subscriber. I should listen to him. Walk 10,000 steps backwards at Cedar Point for 10,000 subscribers. That is a good... That's a good a challenge to do. Sounds kind of awful to me. Yoko likes planning things. Yeah, that's what I thought. The jacket works though. The jacket is cool. Tiana's Bayou Adventure is the new ride replacing Splash Mountain at Disney World's Magic Kingdom in Orlando. Yeah. Yeah, I've known about that for a while. Actually, I think it's been planned since 2020 to have that Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So that thing has been a long time in the making. For a long time, I thought they weren't going to do it at all. And actually, I have a video talking about kind of the discussion around it, because to me I was kind of like, well, is that really something that's that much better to do? But like when you consider the way the world is and the way things have changed, I don't know that Splash Mountain, I don't know that Tiana's Bayou Adventure or the Princess and the Frog is any less racist in comparison to the time that that Splash Mountain started. So, but I mean, I like it one way or another. I think it's fun to have. So I'm excited. I've actually seen some really good stuff. So no, it is not Bud Light, Nat Master. This is called a Wild Herd. I really hope that Rip Ride Rocket rumors are true. That thing needs to go. There are rumors about Rip Ride Rocket. I agree. I hate that ride. The way Tiana is turning out versus the original artwork is an absolute letdown as well, if you followed any of the updates. I haven't followed all the updates, no. Yeah, this is a Wild Herd. Droko's always going to know, because every time I come here, this is what I get. What's up, Back Row Blitz? Hey, is this your first time hanging out? What's up? I don't recognize that name. Although Bessica seems to, so I wonder who it is. We will for sure get together when we are up there in the first weeks of June. Well, it doesn't even have to be up in Cedar Point. It could be down at Kings Island. We could easily do something down at Kings Island, because I'll definitely be down there a lot this year too. I'm not optimistic about the new Splash Mountain. Hey, Case Family Vlogs. Yeah, guys, if you haven't gone to check out Case Family Vlogs, they just breached that 1,000 subscriber mark. go check them out. Go hang out with them and go see what they do. They have a great family. They're really fun. Go see them and go check them out. It's worthwhile. And I always think with anything when it comes to these like theme park people, I love the community that we've built. I love having people that we hang out with. So we live at Kings Island, so that will work for sure. Yeah, you don't have to come to Cedar Point by any means. Rachel Fraley. I live in the middle of both Kings Island and Cedar Point, so I'm going to try and go to both this year. Yeah, you should. I'll tell my friends to start subscribing. I mean, honestly, if someone's going to subscribe and they're not like into it, I mean, I don't know that it really matters in that case. I love it when people who are already bought in subscribe to the channel, because then I know they're going to be hanging out in comment sections, and I know I'm going to see them in lots of different videos, and there's just a lot more community with that. But speaking of community, that's also what I love about our like theme park community that we've kind of gotten piece by piece, because we all kind of encourage each other. And we're not in competition. I really believe that like rising tide floats all boats when it comes to at least, especially YouTube and particular niches on YouTube. So it's a lot more fun when everyone's around. We're all trying to grow each other. It's a lot more fun. That's it. That's why I don't ask for subs. I'll never ask for someone to sub because it only counts when they want to. Yeah. I mean, I'll still ask people to, because what happens with me is I watch YouTube videos a lot, and then I'll realize, like, I'll hear them say, so subscribe if you want to. And then I'm like, oh, I forgot to subscribe. I've been watching these people for a long time and I've never subscribed to them. So it's just kind of fun to subscribe. One way or another. I find myself commenting about topics you talk about, just to have you talk about them 5 minutes in. Hey, thoughts on the idea of RMC Legend at Holiday World? It would mean a lot. I'm a huge Holiday World fan. Well, in all fairness, I don't know that I can really speak on that, because I don't even know what Holiday Legend is. So, yes, sir, community, not competition. Love it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like, watching us all grow is like when one of us grows, we all kind of continue to grow. Because people watch our videos, they see us all collab with each other, and then they're like, hey, let's go to that person too. Let's hang out. So it just makes it a lot more fun to see that. RMC Legend? Hell no. That's what Beach Cliff said. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. Again, don't know that I really can talk that much about it, because I've never ridden any of these rides. So I can't be like, yeah, I'd love to see Legend be RMC'd. You know, it's just not something that I feel like I could do. Can we get an RMC T-Rex at Cedar Point, or at least work with Intimate again? Zachary, you hit the nail on the head. I'd love to see us work with Intimate again. But with the way Cedar Point seems to be working right now, I'm not sure that I want them to be doing anything. I'm a little bit salty with Cedar Point right now, to be honest. You should definitely do a fan meetup at Cedar Point. Okay, so I did a fan meetup 2 years ago. With that fan meetup, we hung out But I literally walked around the room or around Cedar Point. T-Rex is a dead model. They don't even advertise it anymore. What when I did it that first time, one thing I realized is Drew and Yoko were one of those people who showed up for that meet and greet. And they were the first people to say hi to me. So, one thing I heard from Yoko on that day was she felt like a stalker. And I think a lot of people felt like a stalker that day because I just came to the park and I was like, I don't know if anybody's even going to want to talk to me at all, if anyone's even going to care at all. So I'm just going to kind of walk around the park and wait for someone to say hi. So I kept posting like updates on social media about like, here's where I am. I'm over here now. I'm over here now. I'm eating in this place. You know, come and find me. And I genuinely wanted people to find me. I just wasn't sure if anyone would actually care. Yes, I'm eating blue cheese. Of course I'm eating blue cheese. So sorry, that's such a squirrel moment. Squirrel. If I see blue cheese on the screen, then I'm immediately like, absolutely, of course I'm eating blue cheese. So this year I'd really like to start probably somewhere where it's really, really easy to get connected. So probably we'll start on the beach somewhere because that's such a large, expansive area. Like people can come in, they can feel a little bit less like there's any kind of pressure to ride anything, stuff like that. Do you know if you'll be at Cedar Point from 6th to 9th of June or Kings Island from the 10th to the 13th? Traveling from the UK for the first time, so it'd be great to say hi. I do not know. Back row blitz, I do not know. I would love, it'd be cool to say hi to you. But I don't really know. I don't really have specific times when I'm planning on being at each place necessarily. That's all just something, yeah, I'm not sure. Is this another Trent going off video? I don't think so. Have I been going off, guys? I don't think so. So if people want to join and want to hang out with us, I think it'd be really fun to have you guys. Sandusky Register is pissed right now. Is it really? I kind of feel like I'm okay with that. Oh, I did kind of go off just a little bit, didn't I? Yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of mad, so I'm trying not to go off, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to go off a little bit. So, more like eating blue mold. I mean, Jeremiah, in all fairness, every single cheese you eat is mold. If you eat a mild cheddar, that's mold. If you eat... if you eat a provolone, that's mold. There is no such a thing as cheese that is not mold. So just remember that. I remember I saw you last year working in Kings Island when I saw you by Backlash. But by that time, I was scared to bother you. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, CP blocked them from Media Day for TT2. Well, good thing I'm not going to Media Day, huh? See, that is the dumbest thing. Like, you literally can't block. You're literally going to block the newspaper from coming. Like, Cedar Point, get over yourself. Like, that kind of stuff is really ticking me off. Like, they are beyond. I got blocked from Media Day too. So did I. I didn't get invited. Excuse me. Whoa. Because they're saying negative things about Cedar Point, Bessica, which honestly, Cedar Point deserves. And honestly, they're going to get it more from me. So they need to get over it. Wonder why Cedar Point is acting funny lately. Tony blocked everyone, let's be honest. Thanks, Cam loves coasters. All of a sudden I was like, I can't even talk anymore. I'll be at the preview on Sunday, the 28th, yes. Unless Cedar Point somehow decides that I'm not allowed in the park, which I don't think they can do. I'll have to look up the Sandusky Register. I'm glad you guys told me about that. Koi, we've all been banned. All of the social media people who have talked about Cedar Point have all been banned, pretty much. If you are willing to work, workers scheduled for T22 for this season are asking for transfers because nobody wants to deal with it. But that's different than what I thought. That's crazy. I don't blame them though. Koi, yep, a friend of mine asked for their transfer and said they weren't alone. Yeah. So yeah, Jeremiah, all of those cheeses are mold. Yes, you're right. Now, do all of them have veins? No. Like a blue cheese has veins in it, which is, I don't even know what that is. If it's a deeper kind of mold, I'm not sure what it is, but TJ, if you are a larger, I agree. If someone bashes you, I think that's different. If you're a larger conglomeration, like even EA Games, let's use one very specific creator, Lil Simsy, constantly says stuff about this pack is not a great pack, like gives very honest opinions about EA Games, about about The Sims, and she is still part of the creator network. So TJ, just because you say something negative about something doesn't mean that you should be shunned from it. I mean, honestly, in that case, you might as well just have your own PR department and never use any kind of social media person at all, because those social media people should be a part of your PR department if you're only going to use the most positive people. Okay, Jerry Seymour, absolutely. Hopefully everyone will remember not to be mean and rude to the workers. I agree. And that's something that I think is really important. The problem is someone deserves backlash, but it's not the workers, because the workers are not paid enough for that. The people who deserve backlash are the people like, not me, but the people like Tony, who are the higher-ups, who have encouraged this kind of thing. In that case, you should have some people who, do say some negative things. And that's why you have people like me, people like Beachcliff, who can say like, hey, we're hearing this, and this is a bad look for you, Cedar Point. Don't do this. because we're able to be the mediators between the people who would be yelling at the people who are paid $15 an hour to stand in front of TT2 or to take care of the many different areas of TT2 versus the people who are paid salaried positions, and often more than just a normal salary position, to do PR work for Cedar Point, who are the people who are making decisions for Cedar Point. So those people are the people who, need to be hearing this kind of backlash. And the best way to do that is through social media, not through people yelling at minimum wage employees. Again, the reason why Cedar Point should be working with us. They also should be working with us partly because they could actually talk to us about this kind of stuff. They could talk to me. They could talk to Beachcliff. They could say, here's the reason why we are doing this. They could give us additional reasons. Now, in all fairness, I don't really think this is a very defensible position for Cedar Point to have, because I think there are so many ways that they could not do it, even if it's only to include a free locker system rather than a paid locker system. But so, and then the fact that Cedar Point is like, oh, we're not even going to allow Cedar Point, or we're not even going to allow anyone who's speaking negatively about us to come to these media events at all. Stuff like that, which we've seen that for years already, first of all. But the fact that they're even doing that to like a national, like the Sandusky Register, because they've been dared to even consider saying something negative about them, are you kidding me? Like, stop it. TT2 will be a nightmare for the park for a while. How many people will wear flip-flops? Probably near half. You're right next to a beach. Yeah, absolutely. Back in the day, I compared Cedar Point to Disney quality when it comes to their staff and customer service. And I think they used to be, and partly they're not now, because Cedar Point is money grubbing so much, and because they don't give their workers the ability to make magic happen. To make something exciting, to make something, things like that. So, Will, how many shops have shoes with straps at Cedar Point? Okay, so once again, you're talking an upcharge to ride TT2. So you came, you weren't prepared because you didn't do your research, which we know Cedar Point makes the most of their money off of people who aren't prepared, who don't watch videos talking about this kind of stuff, who don't know what's actually happening. So then they're gonna, there's a lot of bad stuff with this, guys. Like, they know they can make money off of this, but they also, this is such a short-sighted way to make money. It is probably the most short-sighted way, because the second that you do this kind of thing and someone comes in, they're like, well, I didn't do my research, but I came into Cedar Point. And then they're like, all we got to do all day was spend money. We didn't really even get to ride rides because those rides weren't allowed to us. But we had to spend money to essentially not ride the rides that we wanted to ride. They're never going to come back ever again. Those people who think that kind of thing. So, again, short-sighted. It's a terrible PR move in every possible way. And the reason why I say this isn't because I hate Cedar Point. It's because I want Cedar Point to succeed. I'm beginning to think Cedar Point doesn't want Cedar Point to succeed. They want to succeed short-term with their stockholders. They don't care at all whether anybody comes back or not. They just want to squeeze as much money out of people as they possibly can. And it's so short-sighted and so terrible. So many people have said they will ride it once and never again because they don't want to pay the locker fee every time. Yeah. Yoko's letting me get Skyline for the third day in a row. I love how exciting that is to you. But I'm the guy who loves to come to B-dubs as many days as I possibly can. So No, Cedar Point has not started the year-long locker plan, no. Okay, I don't think I could deal with an all-day Skyhawk marathon. They brag about in-park spending being up despite attendance going down. Yeah, and that's because they're trying to nickel and dime people as much as they possibly can. Skyline wins over B-dubs. Hey, Sunglow. I don't think you can have free lockers outside the queue because people would abuse it. Well, that's something that they decided to do. You know, like, okay, that's fine. They need to, buck up and do it anyway. Or they need to have some sort of way for, it to be controlled to some degree. But, yeah. Wasn't Cedar Point one of the first amusement parks? It's one of the earliest amusement parks, yes. Are they adding more lockers to the parks? I don't think they are, no. My main issues are not having a phone or any type of contact in line for possibly hours. What happens if there's a serious safety incident with the health emergency in line and no one can call 911? Insane. Yes, I completely agree. That is one more part of it. Also, if your kids are outside of the line, there's no communication with whoever is taking care of your kids or with your kids themselves, depending on their age. Yeah. I couldn't imagine waiting for 3 to 4 hours in line for TT2 with no phone and then it goes down. And yeah, and then it goes down. That is a big part of it also, and especially when you consider what Zamperla's done. I know this isn't, it is Zamperla, but yeah. This is so disheartening to hear how money grubbing they've become. Yes, that's the thing. The thing isn't that they're doing it. The thing is that they're doing it, and it seems like there's only a reason that they want to make more money. It doesn't really seem like there is anything to do with like, yeah, this is the best thing for you. This is the best thing for us. We can't have people riding this. Like, I mean, I don't really have a problem with them saying like, you can't ride with flip-flops. But it is one more thing where it just feels like they're saying, okay, you can't ride with flip-flops. Therefore, you need to go find some shoes with backs on them for you to buy. One more reason to spend money in the parks. It's just, nothing seems to make sense because like your shoes could easily, just as easily, fly out of Millennium Force. Millennium Force, my daughter, when she was riding the first time, she said her whole foot flew out, and that's what scared her because she didn't know what she was going to be touching and stuff. So Kennywood is being sued as well. Entire parks in the crapper with their guests. Yeah. I think Beachcliff has a good point. They should totally give us all Apple Watches for in the line. How about an all-day ripcord marathon? No, thank you, sir. Will. This is a different kind of a launch. So no, I don't think that the third launch really could fail very easily. There's so many different places where you could have it. So Beachcliff, why are people suing Kennywood? This is the first time hearing about this. Oh, well, okay, MH Reels. I guess you're right. It did get stuck up there. Yeah. I'm not going to talk about Kennywood because I don't really understand it. If there's something I understand pretty well, it's Cedar Point. I don't really understand Kennywood, so their drama is not my drama. They're being sued because of the late announcement of the closure of Steel Curtain. Because I'm assuming people have already bought their passes. And then they closed that whole coaster down for all season long. And they're like, well, I wouldn't have bought a pass to Kennywood had I known it was going to be closed for all season long. So give me my money back, Kennywood. I think that's pretty valid. I did see from KI Coaster Guy, KI Coaster Guy on Instagram said that he was proud of the community because we saw something we didn't like and we spoke up against it, and that we're continuing to speak up against it. And I agree with that. That's why I plan on making like an open letter to Cedar Point about this situation. An open letter video, but I think people need to have an outlet of a place where they can talk about what's going on with this and be able to talk about whether they're like what they're upset about. When you run a public company, or even if you run a YouTube channel, you deserve some sort of criticism. If people want to criticize you for things, that is the thing you've opened yourself up to. And like, I'm way, way smaller than Cedar Point, but I understand that for myself. But Cedar Point should also, no, that's all right. Thank you. If you want to bring the check, I'll pay it. But Cedar Point should very clearly have the ability and the understanding that they are going to have criticism, and that light criticism is something they should be able to have their decisions stand up against. And if they can't make their decisions stand up against that light criticism, if they can't say, like, okay, but here's the reason why we did that thing, now you can make up your mind on it, but this is at least the reason for it, then their decisions are not sound. And the fact that they are like kicking people out, and they've been kicking people out of their like social circles, like, oh, we'll work with you if you don't say anything negative about us, is really the first thing that I hear where I'm like, that's a big problem. Because if you can't take the possibility that someone might actually say, we don't like this thing that you've decided, then you're not making good decisions. if you have to kick people out, then like any kind of forcing someone to agree with you shows you that there's like manipulation in there, where like, oh, well, we're not going to let you do this. Now, I get it if it's like, okay, we only really want to work with the people who say the most good things about us. Okay, fine. But at least have an answer for us when we have some bad things. So, Cool story, bro. Seems counterproductive for someone trying to get views. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but sure. Okay. Let me know what you mean by that. Because sure, I'm trying to get views. Do you mean I get the most views out of saying negative things? Thank you. Because I'll be honest, there is a piece of that. There is definitely a piece of you get the most views out of saying negative things. No, Trent, that wasn't for you. Okay. I'm just reading things. The thing is with the comments section, I read things and I read a lot of stuff out of context. So I never take anything personally, just wonder what you mean. And then you guys can tell me whatever you think. Because there is a piece of that, the most negative things do get the most views. So I also can understand why Cedar Point wouldn't want to work with people who say negative things. But if you're trying to say the most negative things about a place, there is also a piece of maybe truth that's coming from people who say negative things. I thought all publicity is good publicity. And that is the thing too with this, Jerry, is one way or another Cedar Point gets what they want. Because the fact that we are this upset about this doesn't mean lower numbers for Cedar Point. It means higher numbers for Cedar Point. So as much as we may be upset, it doesn't really matter. So Joseph said, not your normal guy can boost view count at will with shirtless mode on. Okay, I will be shocked by that also. But that's also why, now, if we don't make a big stink out of this, then they won't change it. And this will end up being the same thing that they do for every single coaster. I can see them keeping it the same for this coaster and then changing it just like they changed it for Steel Vengeance. But if we don't say anything about it, Droko, oh man, go shirtless right now. No. That I can promise you is not going to happen. Oh. Oh, brother. Saw that happening. Oh, yeah, okay. Absolutely. Yeah. It was absolutely bull. Cedar Fair has always ignored YouTubers for some reason. I think the wake-up call will be all the yelling at the entrance of TT2. Expect to see some fights. LOL. I think there's only so long you can go ignoring YouTubers. And I think that's the reason why EA has encouraged YouTubers, even who have said negative things, to end up being a part of what they do. Because eventually you have to realize that these people have influence, for lack of a better word. Yeah, I don't know if I think fights are going to happen either. Although the way theme parks have been recently is, I don't know. I could maybe see it happening. All right, guys, I gotta pee really, really, really bad. So I'm gonna say, wait for me here for just a second. I'm gonna go pee, and I'm gonna take the phone with me. Actually, I'm gonna pay my bill first. Beachcliff, you're absolutely 100% right. Okay, so I'm gonna take you guys with me. Yep, Drew break, yes. This is a pee in the hole situation, yes. Just like Drew does. But yeah, I mean, but EA still works with people. They even have a creator fund. They have all kinds of different things that they do. Okay, be right. All right, what's up, everybody? Oh no, we lost so many people in that little break. I did turn it on for a second on accident while I was in there. I don't know if any of you caught that little Easter egg or not. I didn't mean to. I'm 70% human and 30% Cedar Point. I mean, that's my online persona. I already washed them. You guys, I just didn't take you in the bathroom with me. I think Trent should be the new Tony Clark. So, okay, here's where, anytime someone says something like that, here's where I'm going to say, I'm Case Family Vlogs. I'm going to be doing a lot of parks I haven't been to. As a matter of fact, I just did. You guys haven't seen it yet, but I just went to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Drew, you took people in your bathroom? That's awesome. That's like some OnlyFans crap right there. Hey, we went back up. So we went down to like 11 people, guys, and now we're back up to 27. Y'all just went and you took your bathroom breaks too, huh? Trent, aren't you the better mayor of Cedar Point? Shouldn't you have some say? So Busch Gardens, Williamsburg is incredible. It's so much fun. And it's definitely I'm excited for you guys to see those videos also. So I blocked everything. Oh, well. Drew about to get banned off of YouTube for like 5,000 things. No, he took people in the bathroom and put the live stream in his pocket at Kings Island. You can be his sidekick or something. Okay, so in all fairness, a lot of people say a lot of people have said that kind of thing, like I should be the next Tony Clark. I would be horrible at his job, in all fairness. I'd be horrible. I'm too much of an open book. I'm too willing to just talk about stuff. And he's artful at what he does. He's very good at what he does in a lot of ways. There are decisions he makes that I disagree with, very, very much. But that doesn't mean he's bad at his job. I actually think he's quite good at his job. And he is very much like an entertainer on that kind of level too, as far as PR stuff goes. But he has to make some of the most ridiculously difficult decisions. And some of those decisions are not just his to make, they are his to pass on by Cedar Fair. So, in all fairness, I understand that there's a lot to his job that goes far beyond just being a conduit of, like, this is what we want to do. Like, I know he's not just a money grubber. I know he's not just wanting to do whatever he wants to do. He is the voice of the company, and a lot of that company is not just Cedar Point, but it is corporate policies that are coming down from decisions that are being made by Six Flags and Cedar Fair. So, like, I can't really say that I can't really say that I hate. Oh my word! Come on. I can't really say that I hate Tony, because I don't hate him at all. I wish he was more willing to work with me, and I wish he was willing to talk to me about a lot of things. Like, if he was willing to talk to me about some of the things that are happening right now, I would be someone who would be very willing to listen and try at least to understand some of the things that he says, or that's happening right now. But instead, I'm just left in the dark. You're all left in the dark. And we're seeing all these policies that are coming out, and we're like, no, these are not okay. And I'm going to make a fuss. I'm sorry, I'm going to make a fuss. So it's just stupid that they're not willing to bring a lot of influencers on board with this kind of stuff, because I think we would be more understanding and we would try to smooth things over more than they think we would. But I'm not gonna try to smooth things over when they do not care one bit at all about whether I'm doing this or not. So in that case, it's just kind of like, well, in that case, I'm gonna talk very, very clearly about what we're gonna do. Beachcliff, Tony doesn't make the decisions. He just tells us the decisions. And to be fair, he told me that many people have a say in who gets invited to these events. Yes, and that's true also. I'm not saying it's even his decisions altogether. It's just he's the face of the company. He's the person who gets tons of people behind him who are saying, you need to do this and you need to do that. And as a company, as a park, you need to do these different things to help support us as a company. And these are our company-wide decisions. You know, it is a conglomerate, and it is a company that makes tons of money, and it is corporate. And that corporate nature is also the reason why I do not care at all when Cedar Point's like, well, we need to save money so that we can have, so that we can do these certain things, which is why we shouldn't pay any more than $15 per person for our employees coming in. Like, that's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. You are a corporation. You can afford way more than $15 per person for your workers, per hour for your workers. It's just, that's the kind of reason why I'm like, yeah, that's so stupid. So that said, I know for a fact that a lot of higher ups like me and Milo's channel, yeah, he's literally the only one at Cedar Point that I've personally found that doesn't like our channel. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I mean, again, it comes down to the chain of command. You know, like, I know a lot of entertainment people have come up to me and been like, we love your channel, we love what you talk about, because I'll fight for entertainment. So, I mean, it just kind of depends on the person and who's watching what. So, yeah. Trent, do you think that Tony was involved with the closing down of the Geauga Lake Park? I don't even know if Tony was working when Geauga Lake was being closed down. I haven't looked that deeply into history. So, have you ever considered doing a collab love stream? I was watching Tower Topics, local KI podcaster. Yeah, I love Tower Topics. And it was neat to see multiple people conversing. What is a collab love stream? Are you talking about like on live stream? Okay. I have done collab live streams, actually. You haven't seen it. But I often have had, not Beachcliff. I've had Droco Adventures on multiple times for that. And yes, I love doing that. I think it's really fun. So Droco is just kind of the one that I'm like closest to, so it's easy to just have him come on quickly or have them come on quickly. But it's not something that I'm certainly not against it. I think it'd be really fun to have Beachcliff on. I think it'd be fun to have a whole bunch. There were a few managers that told Beachcliff that that they liked their channel at the Eclipse. Jerry, were you at the Eclipse? Did I miss you and I didn't realize it? Now I want to know who you are. I can set up a podcast at the beach on Cedar Point. Oh my word, that'd be fun. No, let's do it. Oh, that'd be so much fun. Hey, so Case Family Vlogs, we could do like a live stream where we have like people come in and out constantly on the beach at Cedar Point and do it. You were in my live stream. Okay, so I want to know who you are because I need to put the face with the name. Jerry Seymour. I think I know who you are. Just based, like the second you said like I was with Beachcliff, I'm like, wait a minute, like that. I didn't realize it was you. Tony seems like the messenger guy for bad news. Oh, absolutely. And I think most PR people are. That's why most PR people are full of shit, if you'll pardon the expletive. That's just comes with the job. You know, like you have to be willing to support things that you don't necessarily agree with. You have to be willing to say things that you don't necessarily actually like. And you have to say it with a face that says this is right. So yeah, that's why like I don't really hate Tony like at all. It's just frustrating. There are a lot of things that are frustrating. And I do think if anyone's going to heed the frustration and take the frustration and have to deal with the frustration, it's Tony. Again, that's part of his job. So, and that's part of why I'm like, that's why you should be working with these creators because, well, first of all, we might run defense for you, which is great. But secondly, we would be at least able to understand a little bit before the rest of the public that there's this thing happening and understand your rationale behind it. And whether we agree with it or not is a whole different thing, but we could at least say, here's the problem. What's your input on the Pizza Hut owner building a brand new $1 billion amusement park under construction with his own cash? $1 billion amusement park. Okay. My input on that is it's happened before and it didn't turn out well. If you're familiar with Evermore Park, you'll know what I'm talking about. Evermore Park was going to be like a Disney type thing. And it did not turn out incredibly well because you don't have a corporate backing to actually back it. You just have your own money. I'm not saying it couldn't be good. And I think Evermore could have been way better than it was. But if you guys haven't, go check out Jenny Nicholson's discussion of Evermore. It's fascinating. He has numerous investors. Well, sure, but still, like if it's not, I don't know. It might be really good. Who knows? I'm not going to say it's not going to be good. I'm just saying there's a precedent there. And it's not been awesome. Anyway, if you haven't gone to check out Jenny Nicholson talking about Evermore Park, go check her out. She is one of my favorite YouTubers ever. So go check out Jenny Nicholson. What's up, Taylor? How you doing? All right, I need to actually leave a tip here. It's funny with debit cards. It is so funny how I always want there to be like I always want it to be even, but why does it matter? I'm not using cash, so it doesn't matter at all. But every time I'm like, I want to make it even. Beach Cliff, Droko, y'all are turds. Jerry, thank you so much, Jerry. How nice of you. I got the tip. Is Jenny Nicholson any relationship to Jack Nicholson? No, she is not. At least not that I'm aware of. That was the best thing I've seen all night. Just the tip. Droko, don't pretend like you've never said that before. I am a lefty. Fractions? Absolutely, I'm a lefty. Yep. You're on just for a minute, Bostomania? Going to Kings Island soon. I did not get to go for opening day, but yes, I would like to go as soon as I possibly can. Absolutely. Unfortunately, this weekend I'm babysitting. On Sunday, I will get to go somewhere, but I'll be going to Cedar Point for the opening stuff. I might get to go on Friday night, potentially. We'll have to see. I like turtles. I've never noticed you were a lefty. Yeah, I'm a lefty. Yep. You know, I've never noticed what you guys write with either, though. I don't know if you're right hand or left hand. I have no idea. It's pretty funny how you like can be friends with someone you don't even think about these kinds of things. Cool, I'm going this weekend to Kings Island. Yeah, like if I could go after work, I would love to, but I also have my daughter from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I write with my feet. What? Droko, I don't have hands. Kings Island opening day was pretty packed and a lot of rides were down. To be expected though, yeah. I actually watched your vlog. It was really good, Case Family Vlogs. So go check out Case Family Vlogs. I know I've said it like 3 times, guys, but is it Mima? Or is it Mama? No, it's Mima, right? She rode every single, or not every single coaster. She rode Orion, and it was really fun to watch. I love that. So, her brand new OnlyFans is her riding with her feet. I don't have hands or feet. Y'all are too much. I also love it. So the plan is then after this weekend, or potentially on this Friday, but probably not this Friday, I will be doing as much as I possibly can with Cedar Point. No, I'm not on a laptop. No, I am. So my phone is right here, and I'm propping it up against my laptop. There's my laptop. So I'm just propping it up against it so I can still type here. But yeah. No, he's tickling the table. Yeah, I'm not on a laptop, no, but I am on a laptop, kind of. I do like to tickle things, though. Oh. So anyway, though, I'm thinking this year I would like to have a very specific spot where we have people join us for any kind of special stuff. So if we're doing a live meet and greet, we're gonna do the meet and greet and have us all meet at a certain time in a certain place. Now, once a few people have met with us, then we'll go and we'll walk around and go do something. Maybe we'll marathon Millennium Force, or who knows what we'll do. We'll just kind of walk around, ride some rides, whatever we're going to do with that. Maybe we'll get some cars. I didn't mean cars there because I'm seeing Yoko Adventure saying, we played this game in the back of his car. Giving away the secrets. The tickle monster. Come to Pennsylvania. What game did we play in the back of his car? Tickle the table? For Wildcat, we were at Dorney for... I don't know what WCO is. It looks familiar, but I'm not sure what it is. Winter Chill Out 2024. There we go. Drew knows all about that. He's tickling the table. So it is tickling the table. We played Night Crawlers. I don't even know what to say to these things. Assuming Stevie is open, I guess you could write it. Leave phone and keys in Stevie's locker, then walk over to T22. Only way I see to get around paying extra. Even at that, there is a certain limit to the amount of time that you can spend in there. Although I don't think they're going to just get rid of your things from there, but yeah. The Tickle Monster is the name of Drew and Trent's OnlyFans. I did have someone recently leave me a comment that said Drew is fire emoji. So there you go, Drew. Thought you might enjoy that. Just wait until he sees you take your shirt off, huh? Ow. I went last weekend to ride Iron Menace. It was definitely a menace in terms of shakiness. Slingshot with the fans, meet and greet with Trent. No, we're not doing Slingshot. Y'all are nuts. Y'all love to see me suffer, and you want to force me to suffer with you. I'm not going to do that. I might ride Max Air if you're lucky, and that's even if you're lucky. It's when you slither around in the sheets and tickle each other. Night crawling. Oh, is that what we did? I'm pretty sure we laid down and fell immediately asleep. But okay. Ow. Yeah, that's right. Oh, there's just... Don't let a drop go to waste, right? I'd ride slingshot with you, Trent. No, but I'm not riding slingshot. Like, that's what you don't understand. It's innocent. Max Air is growing on me. I love Max Air, actually. I kind of like it a lot. But also, it's not my favorite. Night Crawlers from It's Always Sunny. Oh, is that what it's from? I've never seen It's Always Sunny, guys. And I know I need to watch it because I'd really like it. I know I would really like it. Like, I'm not even saying other people. I just know I would like it a lot. Sure it was, Drew. Yes, Natmaster. Max Air is so boring. I would love... I would love... It's Only Sunny. It's Always Sunny, yeah. Speaking of suffering, Trent, how about trip to Carowinds and the trip through West Virginia coming back at night? Talk about creepy. It was so great. It was so much fun. Okay, guys, I have no fear. I'm not worried about people like hurting me. I am a 250-pound man. I'm not worried about that. I'm walking around and I'm not like, someone's going to hurt me. Like, they don't care, first of all. I'm a teddy bear. Nobody, like, I wouldn't be able to hurt anybody back. But I'm never worried about someone actually hurting me. I've seen all kinds of weird crap go on, but I've never had someone try to involve me in the crap. So it's fine. Hey, Case Family Vlogs. It was so good to see you guys. Have a great one. I can't wait to see you at the parks this year, and we'll definitely have to hang out. See you later. It was great early on, but got weird as it went on. Max Air is so much fun. Imagine taking up every seat with Trent and Droko fan group. See, I do think that'd be fun. Definitely. I finished... Or just taking up every seat, like on another coaster. You know, just having a really large swath of seats that we have, like, sectioned off just for a whole... large group of people. Take up like a full train or something. That sounds like fun, sure. Just started the last season of Curb. When you honked at that guy. He made me mad, okay? Trent, Skyhawk, me and you. Beachcliff, I just started the last season of Curb on about episode 4. Drew is freaking out thinking someone was going to hurt you guys in West Virginia coming back from Carowinds. Yeah, we stopped at a gas station. He's definitely worried about that. I live in West Virginia, and some of the biggest hillbilly spots I have seen are in Ohio. West Virginia is not scary. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of my viewpoint too. Taking a full train on Wilderness Run. No, that sounds awful. That just sounds bad just on the face of it. Coaster Cat. It can't be Magnum, Drew. We almost got shot in West Virginia. Who almost got shot in West Virginia? That guy? He did not almost shoot us. You're so full of it, your eyes are brown. Trent, FYE is going live at 9:15 or 9:30. Well, we probably should get off so that you guys can actually do that. I am about to get off. I'm always very, very cautious. So I'm like, as long as I'm feeling even the slightest little bit of any effect from alcohol, I'm always like, I'm just going to stay here. I'm going to step on my water, nurse it, have it ready to go. Yeah, but okay, we do own guns in West Virginia, but mind your business. Exactly. Now, that jerk of a driver deserved me to honk at him, though. He just wanted us to chase him. He wanted us to play his game, and I do not care. So, yeah. Call an Uber. I mean, I'm not drunk. Not even close to drunk. But I'm always willing to stay here an extra, especially if they're like or if there's all the seats available. Like there's tons of seats in here. I'm not worried about staying here an extra hour even just for it. You look lonely. I need you, Drew. I need you. Oh, true, with the song too. You know what? I didn't think about it, but this video is not going to be monetizable at all, is it? None of us live close enough to bail you out. No, but my best friend is right here in town, and he told me if I'm not feeling well, or if I, were to get drunk or anything like that, I should call him. He would come pick me up too. So if I were in a half hour or so to realize that I could not drive, I would not drive. But, 2 beers is really not going to affect me being able to drive if I'm willing to stay and hang out, which is what I'm definitely willing to do. Matter of fact, if we're done, I may not even leave yet. It's okay though, because you're having fun with your viewers. Exactly. I don't have any problem with leaving, so. 10 straight rides on Skyhawk for 10,000 subscribers. I mean, if you can promise me that I'm gonna get it, then yes. Natmaster, you're right. You are close by, aren't you? It is your best friend Jim Beam rejecting us. Actually, right there, what just happened, that's what happens. I get violent hiccups. And then I know we're good. Glad we can all vent about TT2, yes. Oh no, I hate the hiccups. Yoko, take your shirt off right now. Yep, I'm at Buffalo Wild Wings. That's right. Oh no, I've been downing water for the last hour. I mean, I'm not drunk, but okay, yes, I agree. I hate hiccups brought on by alcohol. It is ridiculous. CP24, the battle for the Lacas. Oh no, I'm not even close to that, Jeremiah. Not even close. That would have to be like another, 5 drinks, maybe a shot for me to. I've only thrown up once, and that was hours after I drank. And then I did finally throw up. That's been one time. Other than that, I've never thrown up. It was kind of recent. I went out with some friends and then didn't drink any water all night and had like 6 drinks. And we went karaokeing. It was really fun, but didn't drink any water. And by the time I got home, it was so bad. I think the hiccups are already gone, so. Actually, by the time I got home, I felt fine, actually. I got home and went to sleep, and then I woke up in the middle of the night and I threw up. That was pretty bad. Yep, only once, yep. I've always been super careful. I've never blacked out. I've never done anything like that. I'm very conservative when it comes to drinking. And I mean, I was raised as a teetotaler. Like, you didn't drink in my family at all. Most of my family still doesn't drink. So it's very much like something to be feared, and I think that's a good thing. Can't wait for next Tuesday. I plan to stop at B-Lux at Cali on the way to CP, even though it's not the best ice cream. I want one of those shakes. Yeah. I drank 20 beers in one night one time. I actually can't remember that following day. See, I can't imagine drinking 20 beers. Like 5 beers would do me in. That is and also my stomach gets really, like, it hurts really bad too. So drinking even 5 beers is just way too much. So that is exactly why I don't drink hardly at all anymore. I blow all my air out, then inhale it as deep as I can, then I hold it until I can't anymore to get rid of the hiccups. Yeah, I mean, I just drink water. I had pretty violent hiccups there for like, I don't know, 30 seconds. And then after that, as long as I drink quite a bit of water, they'll go away, which is good. I hate the hiccups. I drink one drink and call it a day. Yeah, that's not a bad way to go about it, honestly. And I'm enough of a lightweight that even one drink makes me feel pretty like, yay, I'm happy, you know, like, so it's not like I don't need to drink that much, and I like that because I don't want to spend the money to drink a ton. I'm about to turn 30 and my body can't handle alcohol anymore. Yeah, that's fair. You dry heaved in my driveway. Yes. Okay, so the other time I never threw up there, but at Taylor's house, we went out drinking one night, and I dry heaved in his driveway, like really bad. I walked up, we actually got out. I think it had to do with the guy who was driving us around, but because we were in this big truck and he was driving like crazy fast, and it was kind of like a coaster. And we got out of this truck, and I just stood there, and I was like, I'm already feeling sick. And I just stood there at the end of his driveway, and I was like, and then all of a sudden, this horrible sound that I cannot even explain came out of my mouth. It was just like, I just went like that, but it was like a really like dry, heavy sound. It sounded awful, like I was throwing up. It was so bad. It may have to do with the concoction of Fireball and Denny's. It may have to do with that too, but his driving was pretty crazy, and I was feeling sick in the car. So, yeah, then I got done, and I was like, okay, yeah, that was crazy. But I just, I was like, okay, Taylor, go inside. Please go inside and just grab me some water. He came back out with some water and drank like 3 or 4 drinks, and then went inside, and I was fine after that. It was pretty bad. I'm still a lightweight, but I'm young, about to turn 22. Yeah, so I didn't even start drinking until I was 24, and that literally was someone had a Jack and Coke, and then they poured some of their Jack and Coke into my Coke, and I thought I was drunk after that. And I was 24 at that point. I was literally walking outside of the bar. There was this club in downtown Fort Wayne on the Landing, which every time I go downtown, I always want to show you guys the Landing. I went to the Landing and I saw a club, and I used to walk outside that club all the time because I just was curious. I was like, what goes on in there? And like, it looks so cool. It'd be really fun to go inside. And Nathan and I were walking around downtown, and I was like, Nathan, I've always wanted to go inside that bar. And he was like, well, we could. And I was like, no, we couldn't. Because, I mean, conservative Christians, like, we both grew up in conservative Christian families. Like, yeah, we can't do that. So he was like, yeah, let's go to, like, we could go inside it. It's fine. And I was like, no, we couldn't. He was like, yeah, Trent, we're 24 years old. We can go inside a bar. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And I was like, oh my word, like, what if someone sees us or what, like, just all that kind of stuff. And he's like, I mean, we can go inside it one way or another. You don't even have to drink if you go inside. So we went inside, and I got a Coke, and his brother got another drink. He got a Jack and Coke, and then poured some of his Jack and Coke into mine. So, Taylor, you don't show your inebriation nearly as much as I do. I think that's because I'm not usually actually drunk. I think it's because I'm pretty level-headed. I'm able to feel a little bit of the effects pretty quickly, but I'm also a bigger guy, and I am also bigger than you are too. So I don't get drunk very easily, but my stomach does hurt really bad pretty quickly. So that also stops me from really actually getting drunk. I'll be 46 in about a month and never drank. Beachcliff. Wow. That's my dad. My dad has never drank anything a day in his life, and he always encouraged me and my brother to do it. Neither me and my brother have done it, but he encouraged us to never drink. I haven't had a single drink, and I'd like to keep it that way, and I think that's perfectly fine. I started drinking when I was about 22. Yeah, I think that's good too. I honestly think it's good to start later. I know a lot of people start drinking, like when they're like 18 or something like that. Yeah, I just don't think your body's ready for it or understands it or deals with it. Like, you don't have the maturity to deal with it. I do think that's something I would encourage, is to drink later, rather than earlier, because you're a bit less worried about any kind of peer pressure and stuff like that too. We're pretty close to the same age. You're about three weeks older than me. My run of shot of Jack with a chaser of Jack with a chaser of Jack. We're making a new drink for you, your meet and greet. We're bottling them up and calling them Droko Drank. We are, yeah. Blah, Droko. Droko, LOL. Ooh, specialty drinks. Droko, put me down. Have you been to Kings Island before in Cincinnati? I have. I love Kings Island. One of my favorite places. In all fairness, I do think I like Cedar Point better, but I like Kings Island a lot also. I'll make a juicy one for Wes. Purple Drank. Congrats R&R and Beachcliff. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I was one of those. West Virginia University as a party school. Now I have a drink maybe twice a year. That's not bad. I didn't start cracking until I was 40. Have you been to Kings Island before in Cincinnati? Yeah, teens put so much pressure on each other to start drinking early. It's ridiculous. Yeah, and if you have that like pressure from your friend to be cool too, then you're less likely to stop yourself. I mean, even now, if I'm out with friends, I'm less likely to stop myself than if I'm by myself. I mean, obviously, that's just kind of the way it works. So it's a lot easier to stop yourself if you're more level-headed about it rather than worried about what people think about you. I'll try Droko's special drink. That's fine with me, Drew. Virgin pina colada. Trent, do you prefer to drink a mixed drink or just beer? Usually a mixed drink. I'd rather have a mixed drink. Usually I don't know. I guess recently I've been preferring beer more often, but I think like a Jack and Coke is usually my favorite. Trent, I'm 40 in 1 week and 2 days. 3rd of May is my birthday. Hey, May 9th is my birthday. Guys, I'm going to be freaking 27 years old. Can you believe it? 37 years old. I'm 27. I'm going to be 37 years old. I'm so close to 40, guys. It's terrible. Taylor, I'm about to drive to Fort Wayne and we got a drink. Not tonight, Taylor. Nah. I'm done now. May birthdays in this chat is crazy. Trent started crack to forget your trip together. Beach Cliff, you're terrible. Have you tried the Banshee Blitz at Kings Island? I have not. I don't even know where you get that, honestly. Come pick me up, Taylor. Mine is the 10th and Melissa's the 12th. What's the baby about? It doesn't get any better after 40. Oh, you're calling me baby because I'm 37. Natmaster, 27, yeah. Yeah, I was pretty convinced about that there for a second. I'm 36. It's okay, we ain't ever getting older. I'm the oldest in this chat. Taurus gang, yeah, that's right. That would really be nice to be 27 years old again. Miami River Brew House. I'll be at Cedar Point on your birthday, Trent. I was going to say I'll probably be there too, but I don't know if I'll be there. Y'all are babies. I'm back. Aquarius. 49. Are you still the oldest? Call me the baby of this chat. I'm turning 22 in July. We're both 37, brother. I'm 27 for 10 more days. Yeah, our birthdays are pretty close, aren't they? Taylor, I forgot about that. I'm about 9 years older than Taylor, one way or another. So Drew and Yoko are saying that we should have snacks and drinks and stuff for people also. Drew, if we did have any kind of drinks, I would insist they not be alcoholic because I'm not going to have on my shoulders that someone who's younger than me or, younger than the age of majority would get a drink from us. So I would definitely say that. I would also say that it would have to be, water and pop. Yes, I would be in for that. Yep, water and pop, and then some sort of, treat. Probably some sort of mixed group of chips or something like that. We could all go buy our own drinks if we wanted to at either the two bars that are out on the beach if we wanted to do that, or we would also do Drew is not in charge of planning. Yes, you're right, Yoko. Drew's just the one who texted me that. If we did any kind of snacks, I would want to say that we'd do some sort of chips, some sort of bag of chips, something like that. So yeah, we'll have to see. Does that sound like fun to you guys? You want to go hang out on the beach? We'd probably do the same thing basically twice. We'll do it once for the 5,000 subscriber. This is what I'm thinking anyway. Do it once for the 5,000 subscriber. Get along, hang out, and then let's see. What's my battery percentage? What's it say? There we go. It wouldn't come back on. Sand and water for everyone. I would probably want to do the same thing twice. We're at 25% battery also, by the way. I'd want to do the same thing twice. We'd do one day, yeah, chips, maybe some fruit, something like that. We could also do like, honestly, like a potluck, even if we wanted to do something like that. But we could have everyone come in, either bring a part of something if they wanted to do that. But you can have alcohol on the beach. You just can't take alcohol from Cedar Point onto the beach. But you can definitely have alcohol on the beach. Add me to the party planning committee. No one bring brownies. Yeah, see, that is the problem. If we have everyone bring something, then we don't know what everybody's brought. So that is part of the problem. You can't like check it for health or anything like that. So yeah, you can bring your own alcohol onto the beach, at least as far as I have understood. Because you can bring coolers out on the beach, you can bring things like that out there. And I've never had anyone stop. I know, like, I've had friends who have brought alcohol out onto the beach. I've never seen anyone stop them for doing anything like that. Now, and you can also buy alcohol out on the beach too. You cannot bring whatever you have, whether you have bought it or you have brought it, into the park. That's the one thing. You're not allowed to bring it from Cedar Point onto the beach, or from the beach onto Cedar Point. Yeah, and then R&R coasting, we definitely need to have some games. We could do some volleyball or that slap ball, stuff like that. We could play that out on the beach. We could just have some fun with whatever we want to do. Beach party, and then once we're done playing games and kind of hanging out, which basically the hangout there would be like a great place for people to come and meet us, so that it's somewhat easier to come and find us. And then from there we can move from Cedar Point, or we can move from the beach into Cedar Point, and we could go ride a few rides, maybe marathon something, whatever we want to do, just something additional inside. But then we can do this twice. So whatever problems we have with the first one, we can redo it and make it better for the second one instead. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Does that sound like fun for you guys? Yeah, Jeremiah, I'm 37 years old. That's right. We'll have a tent. Yeah, so Droko can bring a tent. Anybody else can bring tents, or, of course, beach blankets, stuff like that out there too. Cam loves coasters. Yes, sounds fun. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, it could be really fun. And then, yeah, I mean, if people want to have their own drinks, they could bring their own drinks, or like buy their own drinks. I guess I would encourage people not to bring their own drinks. Instead, hey, Cam loves coasters. You have a great night. But I don't like sand. And makes reels, that makes me think of Star Wars. I don't like sand. See, I don't think I would say BYOB, because again, there's just too much liability. If someone who comes gives someone their own beer or drink or whatever, then that could end up being on my head with that. And especially as a teacher, I'm like, no, I wouldn't want to do that. So like, you could buy your own drinks out on the beach if you wanted to get a drink, but I just don't want to end up with someone who got something that they shouldn't have gotten. So I would encourage people not to bring that. Obviously, I can't force people not to bring their own drinks. Someone could do that, but I just would encourage them not to. So toes in the sand, toes in the sand. That's right. All right. Well, I think I'm going to get off now, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. You guys have a great, I'll bring the meth brownies. You guys have a great night. It's been great to talk to you guys. And thank you for those of you who donated too. And you guys have a great night. See y'all later.